So as you can see with the sunny weather like this, it's kind of hard to take care of these plants. I mean, it's okay if it's only one plant, but what happens if it's like a garden of yourself? I mean, would it be hard for you, like you have to go there and take a look at the sun and it start making you more exhausted and exhausted, and at the same time it's also killing the plant because like it's too hot and the waters can be evaporated quickly. So I was thinking, what can we do to improve this kind of problem? So I've decided to make an automated plant watering robot. Well, with this robot, it can control by itself, but it can also be controlled by our humans. So what's going to happen with this robot? So if you look at this diagram here, you can see that the robot has a sensor. This sensor is going to be called the moisture sensor. So at first it's going to constantly keep tracking of the moisture. Is the moisture good enough? Is the plant living well? If it's yes, just repeat the process. But then at one time when it hits the no button, it will start sending a Bluetooth signal like installed inside the robot to the phone of the user. The phone of the user will ring on, and then the Bluetooth will start recognizing if does the user take action. If he doesn't, then there's no choice, it has to do it automatically. So it start going to the garden and start watering the plants in order to make sure that the plant is going well. But if it recognizes that the user is taking, it will start doing things automatically, and the user is going to have full control of the robot. He can control the robot to water it by themselves. So with this new type of robot, the users can be conveniently monitoring his garden at the same time, but also relaxing at the same time in order to conserve his energy from watering the garden. But also the plant can also be safe and also be taken care healthy during the sunny day. So in order to make this program come true, we'll come up with some programs. So we're going to find some partners, and it's going to take about 1 month to find partners, and then we're going to start some investigating around the city by answering questionnaires and survey. And we're trying to collect as much data from the second part so that we can move to the third part. The creating plans part is that where we're going to make the flowcharts about the robot and also the blueprints about making the robot. Then it comes to the important part of the process. We're going to start making the robot. At the making the robot section, we divide into 3 parts. The first part is going to about programming the system. So first we're going to program the robot. We're going to use C language or Pascal language in order to make a program that is compatible with the robot. So this is going to take about 5 months. But also at the same time, we're going to make a Bluetooth program for Android and iPhone in order for users can use their phone as a controller for the robots instead of using joysticks or touchpad. So these processes are going to take about 5 months. Also at the same time, we're going to have a team that's going to make the robot. So the other team is going to base on the blueprints, buy the correct materials, and start making the robot. So we're going to ask some of the professionals on how to make these type of robots, like being robust and being able to work overnight. So after that, we're going to combine these 2 types together and we start testing and debugging. So we'll use this robot and start making like tests and try to make it as real as possible to see if the robot does actually work in real time conditions. So after this part, we're going to take about 2 months of this program. So after that, we're going to start doing some beta testing. The beta testing will start at the 1st of 2021. So we'll start handling these robots to some of our customers and some of our participants. So these people can use the robot for themselves, and they will start using them starting from that. After a few months of using, they will send us some feedbacks on like, does the robot work well, or does the robot have any problems? Do they break down during work or something? We'll collect these data and then we're going to fix the robot as well. No matter what we do, we have to finish the robot by the end of June, which is the start of July. At that time, we're going to start producing the robot to everybody use. So this is going to be our plan for making the robot. So thank you for listening to our project, and I hope to see you guys on Wednesday.